Your healthcare company is in the market for a new contact center solution, but you're wondering, what's the latest technology out there? What are the must-haves for our company's contact center solution moving forward? You obviously don't want to purchase something unless, if you're going to go through all the work of purchasing a new solution right now, you might as well make sure it's the best, right? In this video, I'm going to tell you 6 must-haves for contact center solutions for healthcare companies. My name is Mike Smith. I'm the president of AeroCom. Let's put our heads together on this. But first, if you'd like a shortcut and you just like my recommendation on the best contact center software solutions that your company should be quoting, send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help you with this. I'm a broker for all the major vendors out there in the marketplace. I've been doing this for over 20 years. And I know the industry inside and out. And based on your company's information, I will definitely tell you which vendors you should be quoting. Join the thousands of other IT professionals who have used me over the years to help their company make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. Send me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help you. This is what I do every single day. And it won't cost your company a dime to use me. So there's no excuse not to at least reach out and get my opinion on this stuff. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my future videos that I put out every single week. And go check out our website, AeroCominc.com, where you can search contact center software vendors by feature. You can read reviews on them, you can write reviews on them, all kinds of cool stuff. You can watch videos, do all types of stuff on there. Go check it out. I guarantee you've never seen a website like it in our industry, and we spent a lot of money and a lot of time developing it. So go to AeroCominc.com. All right, so this video is gonna be really focused for call centers with 50 or more agents. Why? Because that's really my expertise. That's what I work with the most, and so that's what I know best. 50 agents or more, I mean, if you're close to 50, it's kind of the same thing, but if you're a healthcare company with 50 or so agents, this video is really for you. And over the years, I've worked with a lot of different healthcare companies with call centers, and there are similarities with you all. You know, things when it comes to billing and, you know, making sure that you're following up on billing, and also with scheduling, that's a big one. You know, you have patients calling in, needing to schedule. So the call centers, although every company is a little different in their requirements, there are some similarities. So in this video, I'm going to cover 6 must-have features if your company is looking into a new contact center solution and you're in the healthcare industry. The first is making sure that the contact center software has an integration with your patient management or EHR software, such as Epic, Cerner, Athena, or any of those others. Making sure that the contact center software has an integration with that, and even better if it has a pre-built integration with those so that you don't have to pay for them to build it. So what should that integration entail? What good is the integration? What benefits does it give you? Well, the first is screen pops. So what that does is when a call comes in, your software automatically pops up that contact record. That saves time so that your agent isn't having to make a lookup to find that patient within the software. So that saves them time, so it shortens call duration, allows agents to take more phone calls. Also, you want the software integration to be able to automatically input AI call summaries inside the software. What that does is it shortens wrap time for agents. So agents aren't having to type in all the information from the call into the software, which makes them have a long wrap time, which makes them not be able to take as many calls. So that can all be done automatically through AI, and that's something you want in your integration. And lastly, you want the software to be able to automatically log all activity. So you want it to be able to, every time a call is made or a call is received or an email sent or some type of messaging takes place between a contact record, you know, so a patient or a client and your company, you want that to automatically be logged. So that way, again, it shortens the amount of time that your agents are having to manually input stuff in, which makes them be able to take more calls. It also makes sure that the information gets entered, because sometimes agents don't enter in every single email and call, and so you don't have a complete record. So that's something you want to have as well. The second must-have feature is Omni-Channel queuing. What that is, it's the ability to put not just phone calls, but all the other communication methods into your contact center software queuing, such as WebChat, email, SMS. Put that all into the same software system so that you as a supervisor can make sure that agents are getting web chats assigned to them, or emails assigned to them, or calls assigned to them, or HIPAA compliant SMS text messaging assigned to them. And you know if the agent is on a call. Like for instance, if it's all on the same platform, you'll know if an agent is already on a call and cannot receive a web chat right now. If they're on two separate systems for that, there's no way to know. And so you can't utilize the same agents for all these multiple communication channels. But with omni-channel queuing, you can. You can have visibility to say like, hey, the person's on a web chat. Well, maybe they can take a second web chat and work two at a time. But if they're on a call, they can't take a web chat while they're on a call, so that your system won't send them a web chat. Or maybe you send them an email, so they're working on an email, but the email obviously has a longer time to respond, so you can send them a HIPAA compliant SMS text right now. But if they're on a call, you cannot send them HIPAA compliant SMS text right now because that needs to be responded to right away, and it's gonna be really hard to be on a call talking to a client and texting at the same time. So it just overall allows you to manage the communication flow much better through omni-channel queuing. So omni-channel queuing, definitely a must-have for contact centers and healthcare. The third feature is multi-language web chat. So that's the ability for someone to be web chatting with a patient in another language. So, and for that matter, you could cross that over into all the different communication channels. Can agents communicate in multiple language? Through AI, can you do translation real time that allows you to use multiple agents to take calls from multiple language clients that are calling in? So without that, the problem is you have to have certain people that can only answer certain calls. But that's great if you have a native Spanish speaker or a native Vietnamese speaker taking those calls. That obviously is the first preference, but what if they're busy and another call comes in? Wouldn't it be great if you could have a non-Spanish speaker on web chat communicating in Spanish to a Spanish-speaking client because there's a translation element going on with the web chat? So I believe that's a must-have for healthcare contact centers. The fourth must-have feature for large healthcare contact centers is WFM, which stands for Workforce Automation. And what that does is it uses AI to detect patterns in the amount of communication volume that your healthcare contact center is receiving. So it will give you advice on how to staff so that you're properly staffed. Because we all know that if you're understaffed, you're gonna have really long hold times and you're gonna have really bad customer experience ratings during that time. And if you're overstaffed, your company's losing a lot of money. So use AI, use workforce automation to get that staffing down correctly and have it use past experience to give you suggestions on staffing. The fifth must-have feature for a healthcare contact center is quality management or quality assurance, QA or QM. What that essentially boils down to is the contact center using AI to be able to detect customer sentiment. So to be able to tell you if a customer's happy, if they're indifferent, if they're upset, it automatically detects that and can alert a manager so that they can either listen to that recording or chime in on the call while it's happening real time. It also does things like AI call scoring and AI CSAT scores, customer satisfaction scores. And if you watch any of my other contact center videos, you'll know that those are really cool features. It really reduces the amount of time your contact center manager is going to be spending listening to recorded calls and grading them manually. They don't have to do that anymore. They just use AI call scoring that grades every single call and alerts them if a trend is going one way or the other. So it gives them a lot better information to work with. Also, AI CSAT scores allows your company to rely on every single call to feed your CSAT score, as opposed to customer surveys that only get filled out maybe 3% of the time. So quality management, quality assurance, definitely a must-have for healthcare companies. And the last feature for large healthcare contact centers is an agentic AI chatbot. What that is it's an AI bot that can interact in not just with chat, but you can also get it for voice, where it interacts with customers, takes incoming calls, takes incoming chats or texts, and the AI bot can interact with a customer on a live basis and answer simple questions, do scheduling, and you'd be surprised how advanced these bots have gotten. The language models are excellent. It starts learning from your systems, and it starts getting better and better and better over time. And a lot of contact centers have seen the bots reduce the amount of incoming calls that live agents are taking by 40%. So imagine if you could reduce the call volume that your live agents have to take by 40%. That's a lot. That's a lot. It allows agents to be able to have much better calls. They're not as rushed. They're not answering the basic questions again and again and again. Allows you to have a lot of high quality conversations with your live agents, and the customers like it because it gets their simple questions answered really quick. So an agentic AI chat bot, well, live voice bot as well, is something I think healthcare companies really need, especially when it comes to scheduling and things like billing. That's where you can really save your company a lot of money, a lot of time, and really alleviate a lot of the call volume off of your live agents, have a lot better hold time for the people calling in. So that's going to really increase customer experience and keep patients loyal to your healthcare organization. All right, so if you'd like my recommendation on the best contact center solutions your company should be quoting for your healthcare contact center that has these features, reach out and contact me. Send me an email or give me a call. I've been a broker for all the major cloud contact center solutions for over 20 years. So I know the industry inside and out, and based on your company's requirements, I can tell you which vendors you should be quoting and which ones you should avoid. Then I can introduce you to the best salespeople at those vendors, set up a demo for the system so you can demo the contact center software. A lot of times it takes 2 or 3 demos to look at all this stuff. I can also make sure you get the best pricing on the service provider of your choice. And I will do all of this at no charge. My company does not charge at all. The service providers pay me my broker fees. So there's no excuse not to at least reach out and see what I have to say. So join the thousands of other IT professionals who have used me to help their company make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. So instead of Googling all day long and trying to figure this stuff out, just contact me. It's a nice shortcut. No excuse not to at least get my opinion on this stuff. It's why I do these videos. I love talking about it. So shoot me an email, give me a call. I'd love to help you out. Love to talk to you about your company's healthcare contact center, especially if you have 50 or more agents. That's really my sweet spot. All right, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and so you don't miss any of my weekly videos that I put out. And go check out our website, AeroCominc.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.